In the shadows of Niterói, a chilling pattern began to emerge. A darkness that preyed on the city's most vulnerable. Missing posters, once isolated incidents, started to multiply, painting a grim picture across the urban landscape. Fear, a silent predator, crept into homes, as families grappled with unimaginable loss and unanswered questions. The victims were always young boys, their innocence a tragic magnet for a predator lurking in plain sight. This was the beginning of the Vampire of Niterói's reign, a story of terror and systemic failure. Marcelo Costa de Andrade, the man behind the monster, employed a chillingly simple modus operandi. He sought out boys in marginalized settings, street corners, crowded shelters, and abandoned buildings. His approach was insidious, a facade of kindness, designed to disarm and deceive. He offered food, conversation, and the promise of temporary shelter, a beacon of hope in their desperate lives. The psychological tension was palpable, as trust slowly replaced caution, leading them down a path of no return. Each interaction was a step closer to a tragic, predictable outcome, a pattern of exploitation. Marcelo's mind was a labyrinth of distorted beliefs, a dangerous mix of narcissism and fanaticism. He believed he was on a divine mission, chosen to cleanse the world through unspeakable acts. His self-justification was absolute, a delusion that allowed him to commit atrocities without remorse. Investigators later pieced together the fragments of his twisted ideology, revealing a chilling inner world. This ideological distortion fueled his crimes, making him believe he was above human law and morality. The question remains, how did he remain undetected for so long, operating with such impunity? Systemic neglect played a crucial role. Empty police stations, overwhelmed social services, and fractured families. Many of his victims were Marcelo expertly exploited this invisibility, blending into the background, a ghost in the urban sprawl. Indifference became his protective shield, allowing him to operate without scrutiny, his crimes going unnoticed. The lack of attention to these vulnerable communities created the perfect hunting ground. As his crimes continued, Marcelo's boldness escalated. The intervals between his attacks grew shorter. He became more confident, his methods more brazen, fueled by the silence and lack of consequences. This behavioral shift is typical of serial offenders, growing in audacity when unchallenged. Each successful abduction reinforced his delusion, making him feel invincible, untouchable. The city, though unaware of the full scope, felt the growing unease, a collective dread. Whispers turned to fear as the community slowly began to connect the dots of the disappearances. Authorities, initially slow to react, started to connect the seemingly unrelated cases. Media coverage intensified, bringing the horror into the public eye, demanding answers. The chilling nickname, the tragic loss of multiple children, finally forced the city to confront its nightmare. The hunt was on. The investigation intensified, leading to a dramatic turning point. The net tightened around Marcelo, as evidence mounted and witnesses came forward. The story of the Vampire of Niterói is far from over. Part 3 will delve into his identification and confession. We will explore the justice system's response and the profound impact on a scarred nation.